Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And the audio sounds a little different in this video. It's because I'm actually recording out in the train room, so just not here looking around, looking at my my blank palette, if you will. Hopefully getting ready to start on construction very soon. But I wanted to pick back up where we left off on our little mock-up railroad here. One of the things I noticed was up here in this corner, we need to change these radiuses. They're just too tight. I think this is where maybe I'll offset the backdrop or something. I don't quite remember. But if we check, if we look at them right now, I'm using my dimension aligned command, which is DA. Let me turn my cap lock on there. If I go from here to say the center of there, you can see it's only 1 foot. That's only going to be a 12-inch radius, so obviously that's unacceptable. So just looking at it, I can look and tell we could probably get like a 22-inch radius, 20-inch radius on the passing siding, but this main line right here, I don't think we're going to be able to do that, get a 20-inch, or we may be able to get an 18, but I don't really want to go down to 18. So the remedy for that would be, let's just move. We need to give these straight lines coming into the curve, they're called the tangents, so we need to give ourselves a little bit more tangent length here so we can create a more less tight curve, so to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the crossover and the turnouts. I'm going to move them down just a little bit. Make sure I'm grabbing everything. If you don't remember, if you window from right to left, you don't have to, snap exactly on the entity that you want to grab. You don't have to get the whole thing. You just get part of it and it'll select it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. Actually, before I move, I'm going to turn my ortho command on down here, so it'll just move it straight down the screen without moving to the left or the right. Let's try about in here first and see what that looks like. Okay, so we can go ahead and grip edit. Actually, could probably erase that length of track, that segment of track there, and then just grip edit this down like that, grip edit this, move this down. I'm actually missing part of my turnout. Let's see, where did we go wrong? There it is. Okay, yeah. So what I would need to do, I don't need to erase that, I just need to bring this down here like that and like that, and bring this down to here like that. That way we're not overlapping the turnout. That's what was confusing me before. Then let's grip edit this down to here, and I think that's about it. I'll probably need to shorten this track up, so I'm just going to move it, grip edit it down, make it a little bit more short. Somewhere about in there. Okay, so I can tell right now this tangent's going to be too short here from this grip to this grip. That's not very much. Let's see what that distance would be. Yeah, you only got almost 6 inches, so we're going to have to move this turnout back this way a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the turnout out of line for a minute. And we can come back, we can deal with this track over here in a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, and then I'm going to use the extend command. So I'm going to type in EX, and give it the line that I want to extend to, which is the line I just drew. Then I'm going to right click and click on the track and make that a little bit longer, like that. So now what I'm going to do is, before I start moving anything else around, trying to figure all this out, I want to make sure this is actually going to work. So I'm going to try to get in a 20-inch radius here on this, on the main line or on the inner track here. So let's do the fillet command, and let's give it an R for radius, and 20 inches is 1.66. So select that tangent and that tangent, and it doesn't look like, if you look down here, it says no valid fillet command with radius 1.66, so that's probably not going to work right there. So let's try this. Let's extend this track out just a little bit more, like that, and let's try it again. Yeah, I may have to move this down a little bit, up a little bit more. Let's see what, I don't want to go 18 inches, but we'll just see what it looks like. That's going to be 1.5. See, 18 inches would work. We'll leave it 18. I don't necessarily want to go, my minimum radius usually is 20 inches, but we'll go 18 just for the sake of trying to get this this complete. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to move the turnout back, and let me turn my ortho command off. It's kind of messing me up. Let's see, where's the end of that line? There it is. There we go. And we may have to redo this radius here. So I'm just going to project that out straight, and I'm going to do the fillet command and select this tangent and this line here. So fillet, I think I had a 10-foot radius last time, something like that. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, 10 foot's going to be a little bit too much. So let's try 8. Let's see what that looks like. 8's still a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and try 6. We could probably move this building a little bit. Or we could shorten the building up. Let's do that. Whoops. So the way I'm going to shorten the building up is I'm going to draw a line from here to here, and then I'm going to offset that white line into the building. Let's go 2 inches. Like that. Then what I can do is I can come in here and grip at it. The building. Like that. I'm going to just erase those white lines out. And that's still a little bit too tight, isn't it? Let's see what a 5-foot radius would look like. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. So we'll just have to shorten our building up again. It's still not going to be enough. Go about 1 inch more. Maybe. Be close. Be tight. I'm talking about clearing the spur track down here. Erase that out. Erase that out. Then we'll do the match command, which is MA. And there we go. Now we just need to change this back one here. Let's see if this is 18. I'm going to make this back one. Let's see what the 22 inches would look like. Oh. Select this tangent. Well, let's try that again. This tangent, and Yeah, I don't like that. So let's go ahead and make it 20 inches, which is going to be 1.66. And there we go. You know, it might be a good idea to put a crossover. I wonder if we can fit one in right here. Let's see what that would look like. If we just come up here and I'm issuing the copy command, which is CO. And I'm going to grab this turnout, this little segment of track here, and this turnout. Copy that down to here. Well, I can already look at that and tell that's going to be too long, but we can make this radius here a little bit more tight. Let's try a radius of 10. I don't know, that might fit. Let's see. Here's a good quick way to see. Just draw a circle from the radius of length, you know, that straight track right there. This would have been the radius point. This would be the edge of the circle. And then let's just move that up. Yeah, see, it'll fit. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this. Let's go ahead and move this from here to there. Now, since I just moved those, I can rotate them and hit P for previous, and I won't have to reselect those. So I'm typing RO to rotate. And down here it's asking me to specify entities, and I'm typing P for previous. And then I'm going to right click. I'm going to give it a base point. And then remember, I need to define that reference down here. See that? So I'm going to type in R. I'm going to give it a reference from here to here, and then I want to rotate into this track. So there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue the break command, which is BR. And I'm going to trim this track here, this tangent around the turnout. So specify first point. Actually type in F for first point, and I want to go here and into the turnout there. So as you can see, now it created a track around the turnout, took out the rest of that. Let's see, we need to clean up this one too, so I'm going to do break again, and select, type in F for first and go from here to the end of the turnout, which is, where is that turnout? There it is right there. Okay. Let's do it from this way, right to left. Type in END for end, and that kind of forces it to grab the end of the line. That's the thing, when you have the object snap turned on, or entity snaps, what they're calling it. But when you have a bunch of these snaps turned on, you know, as you're looking to grab the end, but you saw where it was trying to grab the midpoint and all that too. So to force it to only grab the end, you can type in, you know, the word end. And I've been typing in NE for nearest. See, I don't have that one checked, and that'll let you select anywhere on the line. Example would be if I want to draw a polyline from, say, here to anywhere on this track line, I just type in NEA, and you can see you get that little hourglass looking thing that pops up at the cursor, and it allows me to snap onto that line anywhere I want, like that. So guys, it's looking good. I think that's going to work out. I don't want this video to get too long again, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the video here. In the next video, I'm going to talk about going to the Walthers website and looking at the dimensions for the footprints of their buildings, and what we can do is take those dimensions and create some buildings from Walthers kits that you can place on your layout and get a good idea of how much room you got It helps me to do that, like if I'm trying to design roads, drainage ditches, streams, rivers, bridges, whatever, to know the building sizes up front. So, and then kind of design around that. So until then, we'll see you in the next video.